Sunday afternoon, December 4, 1949. My dad was mailing this to me in the Congo, and I came down from the Congo to meet him, and so he just gave it to me. He never mailed it.
Is it interesting?
It would be very interesting, yeah.
What does he say?
Just read your letters and you're very welcome. The rains have started here in Rhodesia, and everything is getting wet, I guess, getting something. It looks like a different place. Green. We have a very good garden coming along. But this sounds like he's been here for a while.
Maybe.
449. We will have a very good garden coming along. We'll have a vegetarian vegetables before long. I buy bananas by the stalk, but get very few of them. Darn monkeys get them. It's a luxury for them. This place is a bit like where you were in Angola. Nothing happens of interest to write about. I noticed in your letter where you made mention of the teacher training or secondary school building was supposed to be ready for use the coming year, and that I had assured it would be. I'm afraid that is a bit in error, that we can do nothing toward construction until after field meeting, except prepare plans for which we will have to be ready at that time. No money has been made available for such buildings. You might remind the bishop of these facts. I checked on plane service from Elizabethville to Salisbury. There is one trip a week, I believe on Friday. The round trip is 26 pounds 9 pence 9 shillings. 26 pounds 9 shillings, or approximately $75. Nothing would be finer than having you home for Christmas. In fact, it wouldn't be Christmas without you. But I am also thinking about your trip home. I have never been in this spot before. At home, I would think of many things to do, but here it doesn't matter what I do or think. It doesn't change the situation. The train is much cheaper, but gives problems. So if you feel like coming and can be away for a week, hop a plane and we'll meet you in Salisbury, which would probably be the 23rd. So drop us a wire if you're coming and we'll plan that way. Mom has probably told you Pat will be with us through the holidays, so brush up on your resistance. And we'll have a good long talk. Look forward to chat with when you arrive at Christmas. I hope this will not leave Salisbury out until Friday. That's when the mail is that's why the mail goes low. Love, Dad. Now, as far as I know, this is the only letter that I have from my father.
And he never even sent it.
And he never even sent it. I came down and picked it up.
So so when he was writing this, you were on your way there. Is that what you're saying?
Well, he wrote it. I was in the Belgian Congo, and when I came down from Elizabethville in the Belgian Congo to him in Rhodesia. Yeah.
Isn't that the coolest thing?
Yeah, that brings back a lot of memories.
An unread letter from your dad that you didn't even know you had.
Yeah.
And Grandma stashed it all these years in that little box.
Yeah.
Dad, isn't that cool?
Well, the fact that it was not opened means that I've never read it before.
I know. I know. So aren't you glad I came?
Yeah. Boîte postale 522, Elizabethville, Belgium, Congo, Africa. Yeah, that means that I never read it before. It's brand new.
Isn't that wonderful?
And I don't have any other letters from my dad.
Mm-hmm.
In one ear at least. And she was pursuing me at the time. And had made friends with my folks.
That was a smart thing to do.
So a smart thing to do, yeah.
Yeah, now had you already broken up with Fran, or she already broken up with you? In 40...
At that time, I had broken up. She had gotten married by that time.
Okay. To Bob.
To Bob.
Okay.
In 40, I went out in 48. By 49, she was already married.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I was a single man, very available, and 2 or 3 of the missionary women were interested.
And you hadn't met Mom yet?
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Hadn't met her.
Mm-mm.
I met your mom in March of 1950.
Yeah, I knew it was only like 6 months and you got married.
Yeah, from March until August.
Okay. We're not going to go there.
There was a lot of adventures in those days, honey. Lots of adventures.
I know. I know.
Not just people adventures, but adventures in Africa, hunting, traveling with the bishop in the most primitive areas of Africa at that time.
That's why I want to get all this down.
Well, much of it is simply gone, honey.
Gone where?
Gone into the past, faded with time.
Don't you remember
Into
it?
the grace. Oh yeah, I remember. Oh yeah.
Well, then it hasn't faded. It hasn't
Yeah,
gone.
yeah. No, I remember in great detail
Good.
all the adventures of Africa, the African adventures. But you have in that volume on the African Journal, which you have a copy of,
I do.
and so much of it is in there.
But it's not the same as hearing you talk about it. It's the same thing as being able to have Grandma and Grandpa's voices as they describe all those pictures. It's the same kind of idea. It really brings it back. So we can read it all we want, but hearing the intonation and hearing the passion and hearing the excitement, that's what's really cool. So yeah.
Something like that brings back living memories. And by that I mean as I picture the green gardens, the rains, everything. I picture it vividly.
I'm glad. That is really special. That is a really special
I'm glad you found
find. A special
that.
find.
No, I'm glad you found that.
I am too. I am too.
Now the African experience was really a deep and rich one.
It molded you.
And of course that was before any of you kids came along.
Mm-hmm.
So that is not a part of your world at all.
You're wrong. Because the oldest ones of us were all inundated with your experiences from Africa. I don't know if you remember this, but one of our, before you left, so it had to be the first 4 of us, Sherry was too young, is that one of the great things we got to do was we would go through the slides. You had this big box of slides, which was a cool box, and you had the projector, and we'd set it up in the living room, and we would go through your slides of Africa. So we all were there. We all lived there. We took the African artifacts to school for show and tell. I took the tusk. I took the elephant tusk once.
Did you?
Yes, I did. And what I'm saying is that was all part of our experience, was the African experience. And then Mom gave Reiner and Tina one of the baskets, a genuine African basket for their wedding present, which is a very valuable thing. It wasn't made for the tourist trade. It's a genuine article. I'm just saying that it's all part of our experience, all of
Now,
us.
you're telling me something I didn't know.
Seriously.
No, I didn't know that.
Oh my gosh, we've often talked about the fact that when Mom goes, that the fights we're going to have are over the African things. Somebody wants the dibs on the snake skin, the little piano.
She has that?
She has yeah, and half of it's broken off because we all played with it. She has a black ebony heron, wood heron, that looks just like the brass one that I got, only it's a little bigger.
That one I don't remember at all.
Oh. She got a lot of stuff from Africa. I'm just saying that,
Yeah, I know.
yeah, and so did you too. You had the African tusk. What I'm saying is that we all have memories of that. So Africa is as much a part of our memories as it is from yours.
Well, that of course makes me happy because it's a little bit lonely to think that those are all those memories which I had and which were so rich and vivid.
Yes.
It was
yes.
It was an adventure of a lifetime.
Oh, absolutely.
But to be in Africa at that time, before civilization,
Yes. Yes.
took place, and to know that that was all before your time. No, it's good to know that you share it.
All several of us do. Several of us do. It's a big deal, and I would suspect that the younger ones got it from the older ones.
Interesting.
So yeah, don't you remember going through the slides?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was
I remember that table projected.
Yeah.
The viewer.
Yeah, yeah, and it was a round projector, you know, an old, you know, it was a Kodak old round one, and that big box, we had just a layer of slides all the way through them. Don't you remember that? The box was a big box. It was about as big as it was big. Yeah.
I don't remember. All of the slides, of course, are totally intact.
No, I didn't know that.
They're right here.
They're not in the box?
They are in the carousels.
Really?
Totally intact.
Oh my
Every one of them.
God.
As vivid.
You should.
As vivid as that.
You should let me have those and get them on a DVD too, for preservation.
I might do that sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are companies that do that. I mean, that's who I sent the 16 millimeter tapes to.
Mm-hmm.
That's who I sent them to, was a company to put them on a DVD for me.
Well, that would be something I think that a lot of the kids would
Absolutely.
would benefit from.
Absolutely.
If it were on a DVD.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody does slides anymore.
Nobody does slides anymore. No, it's old technology.
Yeah.
But getting them on a DVD would be fantastic. So I didn't realize you still had them. So that would be a marvelous
I have
thing.
2 complete carousels
Okay.
of Africa.
Okay.
And I think I have 2 complete carousels of the trip home from Africa.
That would be worth it, because the other part is that we have okay, here's an idea. We have the journals that both you and Mom have written about the whole thing. So it would be really cool to be able to have the two of you have you read your section and Mom read her stuff, and then I could take the pictures and make them
Oh yeah, you can
match
correlate
in.
them very
Yeah.
nicely.
That's what I do. I'm really good at that.
I know you are. Honey.
Okay, well.
I'm astounded at what you've done already with all the family photographs.
Oh yeah, well,
Where are the photographs?
you haven't seen the last of them.
No.
What do you mean, where are the photographs?
Well, all the photographs that you took. Where are they? You have all of them.
Oh, you scared me. Oh, you scared me. Oh, I have them at my house.
Yeah, the albums.
Yeah, you scared the crap out of me.
Binders.
Yeah, scared the crap out of me. Yeah. And I got everything on DVD too.
No, I'm so happy that you have this technology available.
Yeah, I am too.
We
I am too.
We can reduce them too.
I am too.